These workers are building Australia's renewable future.
We have 3 cables to this component and this we put in the battery as a safety device.
This factory employs 50 local workers, giving some a second chance at a career.
I was a stay-at-home mum and I got offered the job and came in for an interview and on-site training, and here I am.
The company's batteries mostly go into off-grid homes to store solar energy. As the Australian market for home storage grows, its founder is on a mission to hire local staff, but that is proving a tough business.
We're competing against markets where there's high levels of government support, where there are lower wages, where there are tariffs to protect their own markets.
At every turn, local production is more expensive.
Typically, we'd be looking around a 30 to 40% saving if we were to have the cabinets manufactured in China.
Lithium is one of the most critical metals when it comes to making batteries, and the world's biggest exporter of it is Australia.
We've got nearly 50% market share at that segment of the battery value chain, but it falls away quite significantly after that.
China, followed by South Korea and Japan, dominate the next stages of production. The core lithium cells that power batteries aren't being made here. Instead, these are being imported from China, and that is where the real growth is for Australia's battery industry. The Australian battery industry is worth $1.3 billion a year, employing 6,000 people, most of them in mining. But if we could do more of the production here, the industry could be worth almost $7 billion by 2030, creating almost 35,000 jobs. Experts say that money is already going into refining raw minerals here.
For example, in Western Australia, more than $2 billion is currently being invested in purified battery chemicals plants, lithium hydroxide, nickel sulphate. So we can see momentum moving downstream from mining.
And new players say they turn those locally refined minerals into lithium cells.
We need to stop importing, and sometimes importing Australian product that's been processed overseas. We really want to stop that.
But not everybody is convinced. This Brisbane company makes its hardware in China to keep expenses down.
Cost of the system is the single hurdle to broader uptake in Australia right now, and so we need to attack it from that perspective.
He believes that pushing for an end-to-end local battery industry is more about nationalism than sense.
It's a little bit of the pendulum swinging back after years of embraced globalization and free trade. We have to produce products with a very, very high value add that are high-tech products because labour is essentially expensive in Australia.
His company is focusing on software development, which employs 35 local workers. But for Bradley Paton, seeing staff on the factory floor is the biggest reward.
I love what we're doing. I love seeing the results of what we're building, and I just feel strongly that we need to provide opportunities for employment in Australia.
Charging ahead with new industries.